I had some spam on the bread, and then get this, I had bread, spam, and then I had potatoes, cilantro,
Oh,
garlic. It was just all nice mixed together. It was
damn.
good. It was
That
enjoyable.
sounds delicious. Well, ladies and gentlemen, speaking of food, we are live here
Huh?
for the Greasy Dothogs versus
Oh.
Froyotech, a Stage 2 Group A upper finals matchup. These teams have both won a game yesterday and the day before, and now have moved on to face each other. My name's Godfather. TC on the mic with me, Dolphin behind the scenes. TC, other than a good lunch, how's your day been?
It's been phenomenal. I've been highly anticipating this match between Froyotech and Greasy Dothogs. It should be a banger. Last time these teams faced, it was Froyotech walking away with it, but Greasy Dothogs put up a solid fight. It was on Metalworks, and I think Greasy Dothogs did a bit better than majority of the people expected, taking 2 rounds out of Froyotech and only going to 4, not the full 5. So they're going to have a tall order ahead of them if they want to try and take the win here, but if they do so, it's going to be fairly phenomenal. As I guess we can just quickly look at the maps. The first one is going to be Koff Product. An interesting pick. It was Froyotech's pick, obviously thinking that maybe the chaos is going to go in their favor. Maybe they think they can just out DM the Greasy Dothogs. But regardless, Godfather, Product is going to be a banger to start on.
Yeah, we got Product, Snake, and Decider is Sultry. Three pretty fun maps. We are getting live here very shortly. So for map number 1, Product, who do you think has this, TC?
Oh, I'm gonna have to go with Froyotech because they are the ones who picked it, and I think they've got so many great snipers. We saw a lot of sniping last time, but I think Froyotech are just gonna be able to walk away with it. Jay, high five, even Banny can get on there. We should mention Zilly is gonna be a medic. May is stepping out for today, I believe. Not quite sure why, but Zilly more than a capable medic, also a great soldier, but he's gonna be on medic this, so he definitely knows what he's doing, and he shouldn't be that much of a burden for Froyotech at all. And then we can talk. Obviously, this is going to be this 2. We did have that little infographic for you last. I think we're about to go live here.
Yeah, it hasn't told. There we go. Now we're going live. Do you think Froyotech has it? What's your score?
I am going to go with a 4-1 favor of Froyotech. I think at the end of the day, their coordination is going to be the thing to cinch it for them, but we're going to have to see on this first.
Yeah, let's get into it. We got Froyotech on blue, Dothogs on red, and it's starting off a little bit slower than many product mids do. Benny up on that cliff, getting some high ground spam in. Now high five taking a little bit of space as spam gets exchanged one way and the other. I think Froyotech also has this one. I'm going to give it to them 4-0 actually, as they pick up 2 kills on the mid fight. Get Rakuzo and Crypt. Karma now getting spammed out and forced back as Froyotech wins some mid, gets some forward spam, and are in a good spot starting things out.
Yeah, they are in a good spot. They had really great fire initially onto Sin Karma, taking him down very weak, and then the flank from Greasy Dothogs tried to get in there, but they just got shut down. So really great stuff from just controlling all the angles. Now we see them in a forward hold, trying to lock Greasy Dothogs out, and this is so deadly if you're gonna the Greasy Dothogs right here. Looks like we do have Shamu up on the pyro. He's gonna be trying to air blast those projectiles, making his way out, just trying to bait the projectiles into him. We do see a soldier trying to bomb up and around. It is gonna be Donovan doing a lot of damage, but it's gonna be Logan getting a 3K, finding all of the kills. It's just gonna be the aforementioned Shamu, and luckily Dank still alive, so they still do have Uber. Ubers haven't been used for either medic, so a bit of a silver lining for the Greasy Dothogs, but at some level they're just right back where they were before.
Zilly had balls of steel there, down to like 20 health, eating 2 rockets, but trusting their team. Here's the Uber coming out from Dothogs, no more pyro as they force their way out with brute force, and Shamu finding pretty much nothing here. Donovan backing up. Paul Dog gets in on the medic, but Dank goes down before Zilly falls, so neither medic is going to live on this push out from the Dothogs. They are all very weak right now. Going to pick up Donovan and Vanny, so it's a 3-on-3, but the heal is still in favor of Froyotech. Health pool being whittled away slowly, but Dothogs dropping players here. Can they pick up Jade? They will! Sin Karma comes in, cleans up that frag.
Yes, really great stuff from the Greasy Dothogs. They took the Uber exchange, and because they didn't have the point, they have faster respawners, meaning that they're going to have a bit of Uber. And we do have a soldier flying in fairly deep there. That is going to be Dog. Luckily, is going to be able to get out and stay with his team as they cap up the point. And now it's going to be on Froyotech to try and see how they want to re-aggress onto this point. Ubers are basically even. They do have a bit of disad, so they can't just use right away. But it looks like they're going to be trying to take this space that's being awarded to them at the moment. Jumping onto the big rock.
Bomb onto the tempo! What a fadeaway shot! Takes down Sin Karma. Beautiful bomb there. Now Donovan can take some space here as well, getting onto the flank with his scout, but both are going to die as Crypt is too powerful for them, and this point pressure really fading immediately from Froyotech as they're down 3 CC.
Yeah, they are, and because they wanted to delay to make sure that they didn't, make their spawners have a longer spawn time, that means that they're not going to be able to get onto them. That buys time also for the from the side of Greasy Dothogs to get back onto the field, meaning that they don't cap whatsoever. Now we have Donovan trying to go in all the way into backlines, drawing a lot of eyes. That might mean that are going to be able to get onto it. They do deny Banny, but at this point, they got to get some time up on the board.
Yeah, time is everything, especially on a map like Product. You gotta really keep in control of the point. Of course, that is the objective, so I'm kind of stating the obvious, but as Dothogs try to work their way forward here, they gotta keep an eye on the clock. Froyotech with just a minute left in their timer. Dothogs over 2 minutes for themselves. Here's the Uber coming in onto Shamu. He's actually going to pick up one onto high five. Donovan also going down, so 2 fall in the Uber for Froyotech. Now they're getting forced back. Logan taking a lot of damage. Now the soldier getting in as well. Banny will pick up Rakuzo, but Dog and Shamu now getting 2 more. Banny and Jay both falling, and Dothogs getting back on the point here.
Yeah, that is a really great Uber from the side of Shamu and Rakusa right there. They, I think, had a little bit of ad, but it didn't matter because Azili had in the end, but they were just able to recollapse, and they were able to shoot those in behind first and foremost and able to take them down. Now we see, looks like Greasy Dothogs trying to play a bit far forward, but it's going to be Rakusa taken down from some nice pipe from Logan. And Sin Karma also going down, so no demo, no traps that Froyotech has to worry about. They're going to be able to get onto this point for free. Greasy Dothogs all just backed up on the side of their cliff, and they do have a bit of time to work with only 30 seconds though before Froyo takes this first round.
Yeah, Froyotech certainly seeming in control right now. It was a really good double bomb into Caution. Here's going to be the Uber coming out from the Dothogs just now popping. It's going to be so much better for Froyotech as they take a lot of space with this. Mostly onto the flank here, trying to pick up Crypt or Rakuzo, but they're so far both living. Now Logan getting some damage, and that's a 6K as he kills Shamu. Froyotech with 5 seconds on the clock. Who's it going to be from Dothogs? Who goes for the touch? The scout getting in, not touching. That's C9 right there.
Yeah, that is going to be the first round for Froyotech. Really great stuff for them. At least initially, they were able to lock down and shut out Greasy Dothogs for a while. But Greasy Dothog had a lot of great plays once they were able to get out of there. So I think the name of the game for them is just making sure that they don't get forward held, because once they're out of that position, they were able to really fight against Froyotech as we go up on the second mid.
Second mid, I'm expecting this to be played a little bit more aggressively. Banny getting pretty weak early, has to go back to the basic lift to get that health pack. Now here's going to be a bomb from the red soldier getting in onto grass. Logan taken down by Sin Karma Stickies. Grip just barely getting out. Donovan also going to fall here. 2 down for Froyotech. It's the rush just coming in from Dothogs. Now playing a bit more passive as they get this first cap in. That's a 1 mid fight for Dothogs.
It is going to be a 1 mid fight. Zilly did stay alive, so Ubers are going to be even for both medics. Froyotech all clumped up around their cliff. They're trying to dodge all the spam that's being headed their way. We do see Crib in a little fight on the grass side area, but he's just going to back up the rest of his team as Froyotech trying to catch. They do manage to take him down.
That is such a beautiful play call to just go in. Here's the exchange happening, but just decide, all right, collapse on this one player, and he's going to explode. Now, with that ad, they're taking this Uber in, picking up 1, trading out Donovan, no soldier, but now Sin Karma, Rakuzo all going down. Tank's actually going to pick up an arrow kill here, but his demise is almost guaranteed. Yep, Jay's going to pick that up, and that is just a very cleanly won mid-fight for Froyotech.
That is extremely clean for them, keeping Sully alive, taking down Dank. And they're going to be able to get onto this cap almost immediately. Now it looks like they are going to be setting themselves up for another forward hold. There was a pretty good Crypt goes down, trying to peek that maybe a bit too quickly before his team was in position to help him. But actually, Greasy Dothogs are going to be able to get through Cliff, just denying Logan any of that space. Looks like Froyotech want to try and bomb in here before there's any Uber to stop them. And they're just going to be doing so much damage. Trying to get onto Dank.
There it is, Donovan coming in, he gets the kill in the end, but really the displacement by Benny, a great bomb out of the soldier. Froyotech getting in, getting that displacement, the kill just comes easy for his team. Froyotech dropped 3 there, but still have their heals, so they can still play in here, and all damage for the Dothogs is permanent until we see Dank get back. So Froyotech wisely keeping that space. Really good positioning, good heads-up play all around there.
Yeah, really great stuff. Now, Greasy Dothogs, they want to try and take a bit of space before Froyotech get the respawns, but they're already here. As now, but Uber comes out, they use in aggressively, they're going to get 2. They might get a bit more. Donovan does fall in the backline, so they're going to have to worry about the person all the way in the back. That is going to be Rakusa, but Dog actually finding another on the side of Cliff. He's going to be able to meet up with his team, so he's not going to fall. Jay getting a nice pick, however, onto the aforementioned escaping Dog. And a bit scrappy back and forth. Banny finding Rakusa in the backlines. Greasy Dothogs, they want to try and push in here, but they're at player disadvantage, so they really can't, and they've got to make sure they keep Dank up and alive because he is going to have Uber ad for them. And so they really have to play a bit scared here, a bit cautiously. There's a soldier behind. Oh my god, that was close from Donovan.
So close there. Dank can be able to get the resupply. No Uber to try to get the force off there, but I have a feeling Dank might have used if he had the charge at the time. But here we go. Dothogs have about 30 ads still, but it's going to quickly closed down by the Froyotech medic Logan here. Gets a kill onto Dog. Kind of just making this fight a little bit harder to take as Dothogs really want to get aggressive. They're going to take the Uber in on Shamu. It's only 94% right now. They almost have. It's probably going to be an instant pop back in. They don't even need it actually, as this is going to be a collapse on Shamu. Crypt also taken down. Rakuzo will find Donovan, but this re-aggression by Froyotech actually is going to cost high 5. Not something they wanted to see, and now the big bomb coming in from Dog. Misses a lot of rockets there. Does not get the force off onto the medic. Dothogs rotating around here, trying to just play the rock area. Maybe just get this cap in if they have the chance, but TC, Uber's going to be out onto grass here.
Yeah, Froyotech using aggressively. Big bomb in from Banny, going to be taken down. Dank Logan does die, however, Silly dead as well, so it's definitely now just a DM fight. No medics up and alive to heal their players. We do see Banny stuck behind in yard, trying to 2v1. He actually gets Rakuso. Probably shouldn't have gotten that, but he is going to be taken down from Dog. High Five comes in to clean up, and it's going to be Froyotech holding on to the point throughout all that madness meeting. Someone from Greasy Dothogs has to try and get on the point just in time to help keep this overtime for them. They do have the quicker respawners, so they should be able to cap it up, but Froyotech have so much, they don't have any time on the board, and Greasy Dothogs have a lot to try and hold on here.
Yeah, it's going to be a pretty tough battle here for the Dothogs. They do have slight ad. I don't know if they are certain about the advantage, though, so if they know, they have a chance to take a really aggressive fast Uber in, but Froyotech famously good at dry fights here. Dog beefs his jump, has to get out, has to get some heals, but I'm expecting Froyotech to try to just take this cleanly without the Uber. Banny going in, gets him way up in the skybox, trying to land here safely, but Sin Karma going to pick up Jay before Banny eventually craters, I believe. And now suddenly Dothogs up 2 as they try to keep Froyotech off the point and do so successfully.
Yeah, they do, but they've got to do that at least one more time, probably 2 more times against Froyotech, and now Ubers are going to be even, so we're going to have to worry about trying to take this exchange and making sure they get the better of it. I was going to say, Dank went down really, really low there. Banny did so much damage, but unfortunately no one able to clean up it, so now they're going to be able to keep their Uber and try and hold on to the point here. It's going to be on Froyotech to try and lead the exchange. Yeah, High Five going to be going in.
High Five just getting onto the medic. Yeah, the counter pop here, TC, is way better, though. Dothogs don't really find anything, and now we're just getting pincered as the soldiers coming in from Froyotech pick up a kill, and now Donovan's going to get in right onto Dank. That is a round win again for Froyotech. Dothogs, you know, a little bit better there, but still, Froyotech just so dominant on this map.
Yeah, and one thing that Froyotech have been doing exceptionally well is they've been managing to get into these forward holds. Yeah, they don't hold them for the whole round, but they've been able to do it, and they've bought a lot of time for themselves off the clock, and it's really been helpful to them so far, because we've seen the Dothogs have been fairly competitive when it's team fight, but in those situations. Donovan already all the way in behind. Froyotech looks like they want to try and aggress off of that. We do see a lot of damage, however.
Very weak. Oh, Dog going for the kill, but actually Rakuso gets in first. Froyotech playing super split this entire mid-fight. Tank Rakuso versus High Five Donovan. The soldier's got to get in here, try to get some help. Oh, one splash onto Tank. He gets Gets the scout. Rakuzo trades up for high five. Oh, what a prediction. What a shot. Donovan takes down Dank. That was pretty.
That was amazing from him. I mean, he won the one against Rakuso in the first place with a high five, but then at the end to get that nice upwards direct onto Dank. It's now Dank has died so low that Froyotech are going to have a big ad. We do see Paul Dog up on the sniper, but he's just going to get bombed and be taken down almost immediately. He's not going to have any time to make any impact on this match, on that class, but Froyotech do expend 3 for it, so if you are the Dothogs, you should be looking to try and cap up this point, maybe even try and go aggressive to try catch out Zilly, if you can, but no, they're just going to let Froyotech get all the way back to their cliffside area. High five going to be building. They want to try and take this Uber in, maybe catch out onto Dank, but they should know that they have Uber disat, and Dank should be playing back here, so Dothogs expect Froyotech's push.
That's going to be the push you were just talking about coming in here, and Dank properly playing out. Sees a lot of spam there, but balls of steel yet again. Fanny's in behind, but Sin Karma knows about it. Can Fanny win the 1v1? He can. The rest of Froyotech in a bit of trouble, having to back off here. Fanny's still alive. Jay's going to pick up Rakuzo before his soldier falls. 3 alive versus 2 alive. Of course, the medics as well. So Dothogs have the player ad. Want to get in. Jay is a hero. Gets the force TC. And this is just looking real good for Froyotech if they can get their med out.
It is looking really good for them. They are going to have Uber ad to work with here. I don't think they're going to be able to block the point. They might try if they get their spawners in time, but no, I think it's be a bit too late. So Dothogs going to be able to cap up the point, but they might immediately lose attack as Froyotech once again have Uber ad to try and take in here. Looks like Logan walking up forward, kind of leading the charge for his team as everyone else is now flooding up him. He does take a lot of damage, Logan, so he is going to have help. High five actually goes down to some nice pipes from the side of Sin Karma, and that might stifle the push. Coming out from Froyotech here, they're clumped up. Double soldier. Oh, they both get taken down.
Jay's
they get the force though.
Clean. Yeah, big force, honestly, there. Jay's too clean to clean up those kills. That's not what I meant to say. He's really good, is what I'm trying to get across, and cleans up those 2 kills. Froyotech gets back this point, but Dothogs denying it really well, actually. They pop in, Froyotech scatters, and they keep Zilly alive. It's just the scout and the medic, now Zilly alone. Backed into a corner like a scared wild animal. The demo man coming to try to save the day. Actually, the medic's gonna die from Dothogs. Tank gets bodied, but Zilly cannot escape those incredible odds against them, and down go both meds TC. This is just a bloodfest right now.
It is a bloodfest, and even though it looks like Froyotech is winning, oh my, with that nice rocket onto Benny, he probably knew he was there. But even though Froyotech are winning this, the important thing is that the Dothogs had control of the point during all of that scrappiness, so they've been the ones benefiting, even if they did end up losing the team fight. And because both medics died around the same time, it's going to be Uber's. Froyotech looks like they want to try and maybe forward hold here, but they are going to lose one because of it. Donovan is going to go down, so now we're going to have to up, maybe not anticipating the Dothogs to be as far forward as they were. Now Dothogs, it is even Uber, so they can just maybe try and take a drive-by if they're feeling so enabled, but no, Crypt is going to be going down.
Banny gets a good bomb in, but he gets very weak. Rakuzo looking to clean up that kill, doesn't quite make the space to do it. Paw Dog getting up on this rock. Dothogs, you know, got all that time advantage as you brought up. Now they're going to Uber in, try to get the point back in a moment. Oh, what a nuke from Sin Karma. That one pipe picks up 2. And absolute destruction with that connection. That's a holy pipe right there.
That is indeed a holy pipe. Great stuff from Sin Karma, but Froyotech, they've got 100% Uber, and they might be able to convert with it. They just gotta make sure that they don't get forced. They don't let anyone like cheekily get onto Zilly without them knowing. We can see Banny flying high up into the sky. He does do a lot of damage that allows his team to get 2 picks. Sin Karma and Shamu going down, as now Froyotech just rush for it, and they don't even have to use Uber, Godfather.
Yeah, but Crypt is behind. Oh, the air shot! And the follow-up spam damage gets in. That was absolute denial. Froyotech protecting their bed really well, and now going to pick up Rakuzo as well. As Demo and Scout try to get up onto this cliff area. Donovan picks up a pack. He's very weak over on grass, and Dothogs fail to push out here. And Froyotech, it's a bit more even on the clocks this time around, but Froyotech in control. They need to keep this a little bit longer. Dang, getting low enough to force. And this is going to try to be any salvage Dothogs can get their hands on. But no, they pretty much just backing out. Froyotech now full ad TC and a demo man up.
Yeah, Benny did a lot. He went all the way in behind. He drew 2 players back, and that allowed Froyotech to shoot the guys in the front, as now the Dothogs try to get onto the point. They're going to have a momentous task ahead of them because Zilly still has full Uber ad to work with here to block the point, as we're trying to find a way in here to maybe try and force the Uber out, or maybe try and get a key pick on the flank to open things up for them. But Froyotech just playing super together right now, not trying to make sure that no one is at risk of these bombing soldiers coming in.
Double bomb, both denied. Vanny and Logan pick up a kill each. And now that scout is going to take a trip into the respawn timer. Donovan is sort of behind right now, getting really good damage onto Sin Carmen. He's cleaned up by I-5. This Uber not even needing to be used. Not even popping for logs. Well, maybe in a moment there is this overtime, but Froyotech 3-0 so far, and I 4-0 looking pretty good right now, TC.
It is looking really good. I mean, the Dothogs only had 37 seconds left on the clock, so it was definitely doable for them, and they've been able to get it under a minute these past 3 rounds, so they've definitely been putting up a fight to Froyotech. They just haven't been able to close it out. Froyotech have been able to take a solid grasp on this match that the Dothogs haven't. We see Crypt bombing in almost immediately, doesn't really do much of anything. He does get Zilly down to half health, but no one's in position to really clean up with it. I'd say that Rakuto gets onto Zilly. Caster's Curse, Zilly was not long for this world. A nice air shot onto Banny from Paul as well, but Banny is still going to stay alive. He does finally go down. Donovan goes down as well, as they're all trying to get onto Dank, which they do. Oh my, Logan with another 3K again. He takes down almost all of the Dothogs, half of them, as now that allows Froyotech to cap up on the mid, and what was once again looking really good for the Dothogs. Logan with just another trap kill onto Rakuso. Unfortunate for him, but yeah, Logan going huge on that mid.
Logan just kind of, I don't know, he turned on his hacks, something changed. He just dominates on that mid fight. Gets pretty low right now, has to find the beam, and then getting that trap kill as well, just to slow things down a little bit more for the Dothogs. Really good, efficient time play. Both meds about even. Dothogs with ever so slight a lead, it doesn't really count. But they are making their way forward. Shmoo looking for an arrow in kind of an awkward spot. Donovan going to be jumping in onto the medic. Dank getting pretty low, but a good surf away onto the stairs will reunite him with his team. 2 down for both sides, including the demo for Dothogs. Rakuso now in a bit of trouble, but isn't getting hit by these pipes from Logan anymore. Crypt's going to go down as Logan picks up his 5th TC. And that is Penny getting Dank with a beautiful sacrifice bomb.
Yeah, it's really great stuff, and that allows Froyotech to still have control of the point, and they've got full big Uber ad to work with, so they are sitting very comfortable right now at how this round is going. Looks like they're trying to forward hold again, and this time there's no one on the Dothogs to really try and stop them. So now the Dothogs have to try and get out. They do have Rakuso up on the sniper. He's going to be trying to peek in through main. They have spotted him, at least High5 has, and he's going to be trying to rush in there, but he does have Sin Karma to help protect him, so High5 thinks better of it, does back away, but still Froyotech have a really great positioning over this forward hold right now. We do have Shmoo now on the pyro. On the
what
Uber's
a
used.
beautiful escape there by Dothogs. They send 2 soldiers out, get the force off, and that is just really clean TF2 shown by Paul Dog. And did Crypt live through that as well?
Mm-hmm.
That is just really great work, getting that force off. Now they have the Uber, and Froyotech wisely giving a bit of space here.
Yeah, but Logan taking down Shmoo there, so that's going to make the Dothogs just a bit more hesitant on whether they want to try and use this Uber. Now suddenly Rakuso is going to have to play with the medic, and Donovan forces out the Uber in the first place, and no one on Froyotech is in position as to being caught by this, so Dothogs are just going to have to try and be content with taking mid. Looks like Froyotech wants to try and come back in here, even though they don't have player ad. They actually have player dis ad. They don't care. They're taking in.
Zilly.
We do see a big bomb onto Zilly, but he does stay alive. It's going to be Logan.
What a cleanup. That heat rotated all the way around below Japan, gets in, gets the med. Now Dank going to be the target of a lot of spam here. And Donovan getting in on him! What a salvage by the Froyotech soldier to find the med so late as well. This is going to be considerable ad for Froyotech, but they won't even have time to build. 30 seconds on the clock once they cap here.
It is only going to be 30 seconds that the Dothogs have to work with. Oh! Unfortunate for Recluso. Logan with a nice sticky trap up on the fence by China. As we do see, it's basically desperation for the side of the
dang,
Dothogs.
no. Actually, Dank dodging a lot of this damage. Now gonna still dodge all the damage. Dank's 150 and very healthy in this fight. Shamu keeping the beam. Dothogs.
Oh, high five though.
Yeah, high five gets him in the end.
That was really great stuff there from the side of Froyotech. Actually, as I say, that looks like it might be an opportunity for the Dothogs to try and cap up this point. So it's not completely over for them. It is technically still doable as we have Jay up on Sniper. First Sniper for Froyotech, though. Everyone else on this team is kind of following. Banny and Donovan both go down. So even though he is going to be up on this cliffside area, he can't take too much space. He is going to be able to take a few pot shots, though. They should know he's up and alive, and Dank should be sitting and playing safe. That is going to be high five from being taken down as the soldiers bomb in super deep.
Jay! That is why he is probably the best sniper in sixes. Just always going to hit that shot. 10 out of 10 times, Jay will be that guy. And showing us how it's done right there. That is devastating for the Dothogs.
Yeah, as now Froyotech want to try and push out through Cliff, but there's just a few players in their way that are stopping them. One of them being Rakusa and Shamu, going to be taken down too. High five and Donovan. Now Froyotech are going to be able to get through. Rakuso is hiding, however. They haven't spotted him, but he is going to have to try and do something soon as Zilly is at full Uber ad right now. Dank did die. Now the Uber comes out from Froyotech. They do have a lot of damage on the combo. That's going down.
Tank destroyed there with the lock and load pipes from Logan, and Dothogs doing their best to salvage this, but there is no salvage, there is only death. Froyotech wins this map 4-0, but ladies and gentlemen, don't go away, it is a best of 3. We will take a look at logs, take a quick break, and then be back for that match, but TC, map number 1, who's your MVP?
I got to take a quick look at the logs, but just looking from it, it seems like Logan was pumping out massive amounts of damage. 25 and 8, which is insane. You know, he was dying almost as little as his medic. Zilly dying only 7 times, Logan dying only 1 more. So going 25 and 8, 399 DPM. He got so many trap kills onto some scouts that kind of just stuffed some pushes from the side of the Dothogs and just doing so much damage. Obviously, high five as well, 25 and 15. The soldiers, I mean, it doesn't necessarily show up in the stats, but being able to get onto Dank so consistently. And when you look at the medic deaths, Godfather, 14 and 7. Dank died 14 times. Zilly only dying 7, which just kind of shows how easy it was for these Froyotech players to get onto Dank and just really kind of ruin a lot of their pushes and their holds.
Absolutely, and it was really the Froyotech soldiers specifically. Donovan getting in for medicals 5 times, Banny 3 times, Logan and High Five both pick up 2. Actually, so does Shay. Just everyone getting their share of the med kills, but again, mostly the soldiers doing so much work for that.
Yeah, it was great stuff from basically everyone on Froyotech. And then when you look on the other side at the Dothogs, I mean, Shamu had a pretty good game, 26 and 15. Playing pretty aggressive with those Ubers. On the other side of things, you know, I've been there. Not the best from the soldiers on the side of the Hawks. Like last night, we saw a lot of great plays for them, especially from Paul Dog and Crypt as well. I mean, Rakuso did really good. He had a lot of meta kills of his own, but unfortunately for them, Paul Dog and Crypt, they weren't really able to get much of anything working. So as we go on to Snakewater, where those double soldier bombs can be so deadly, I think that's going to have to be something that they're thinking about if they want to try and take advantage off of Froyotech.
Absolutely, I agree. As we get into map number 2, we're going to go for a quick break, so stay tuned for map number 2 in this matchup. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Froyotech versus Greasy Dothogs. My name is Godfather TC on the mic with me, Dolphin behind the scenes, and Froyotech takes a clean 4-0 on map number 1. We are on map number 2 in this upper finals matchup of Group A. TC, we're going live into Snakewater. What's your score expectation?
Score expectation for this one, I think Froyotech are still going to be able to walk away with it. It might be a bit closer. It might be going maybe like a 3-2. I think we're going to have a repeat of a fairly slow game like last night, but this is going to be the Dothogs pick, so obviously they thought this was going to be the best map to represent their skill set against Froyotech as we go here onto our first mid.
Alright, I'm thinking more of like a 4-1, but we'll have to wait and see. Here it's an aggressive bomb from Froyotech soldiers. Donovan's going to die there. Banny getting in onto Dog, now having to escape, and there was some damage from the demo man as well, picking up some kills. 3 go down for the Dothogs as Jay finds Shamu there on a 2K early on in this mid. Look at this kind of pincer maneuver right now. Dank all alone, TC. Did he just get a saw? I didn't see what he tried for.
I think he maybe got a saw off, but it wasn't enough to ensure he lives as Froyotech take a super commanding first mid win against the Dothogs, killing everyone there. Full wipe, only Donovan dying is now. Looks like they're already starting to try and pressure last. They haven't even capped up in mid, but they're already trying to take a little bit of space, trying to see what the defense is going to be like for the Dothogs. But it's just got to be said, the soldiers, Banny and Donovan, did so much work for their team, especially Banny. Staying alive there was crucial because that allowed the rest of his team to push up as the Dothogs' eyes were distracted as they push in here now. Full Uber ad launching in their scout and demo, going to be taking down Rakuso early. Shamu goes down as well. They get a bit of early point time now. The recollapse from the Dothogs trying to come in here. They are going to be able to get a couple down, taking down 2, but they lose 3-4 for it. And now it's only going to be Sin Karma. Actually, no, just make Dank up and alive, and he switches to Pyro, but he cannot have a repeat of last night. Godfather making it 1-0 for Froyotech.
I mean, compared to what we had to sit through last night, I'm happy to see a little bit of a faster paced match so far. Froyotech so aggressive on that mid-fight, sending 2 soldiers in. They lose 1, but then just the damage is going to rack up over time, and Froyotech secure the deal, get that 1-0 advantage here on map number 2. I'm going to be watching to see where these soldiers play this time around as we get in onto mid-fight number 2. Banny all the way up in the air, Donovan also there, both faking the bomb this time around. Dank somehow, though, taking over half his health, has to play safe, picks up the pack. Just waiting to see what Froyotech wants to do next as Banny gets good damage in onto Crypt up top. Oh, yeah. But it's Logan again. The sticks finding so much. Camoon and Sin Karma both taken down. Crypt falls to high 5. Another mid-fight for Froyotech.
Yeah, just really great stuff, especially with soldiers staying alive there, not dying. Just drawing so much eyes that it allows the rest of the team to just walk forward. Banny finding a kill in lower. That is going to be Dog. Dank did stay alive, so they are going to have Uber to defend here. So Froyotech are still going to try and pressure, recognizing they have Uber at Rakuso up on the sniper, trying to see if he can get a cheeky head rolling, but it's not going to happen just quite yet, as I think Froyotech should know, at least they're playing like they do. Crypt going to be finding Donovan up on the side area, but Sin Karma falling as well to the combined efforts of Banny, and Jay is now with no demo to hold out these chokes. That's going to allow Jay. Oh,
forcing Banny into a high bomb, but Jay looking for this kill into Crypt. He's going to pick it up, but now taken down by Shamu as well. Rakuso had just been firing his gun basically that entire fight, finally falls to Logan's pipes. And that is an Uber expended by Froyotech, and now trying to escape as Silly's being harassed by the scout. Shamu going to pick up the kill, and now no medic here for Froyotech and full ad for Dothogs.
It is going to be. We did see Donovan try and go in for a bomb on Dank, but Dank does stay alive there. As we now see another bomb try to go in, it is going to be Banny all the way into lobby. Sin Karma taunting that with the bottle kill, but that does mean Dank gonna stay alive. Going down to half HP there, pretty scary, but they are gonna be able to get out of their last and try and work their way onto mid. They do have full Uber ad. They can use it if they need to, but obviously they'd like to keep it onto second, as it looks like they're gonna be trying to take this in through Saw here.
Yep, Saw is the option of choice, and they are going to pop pretty early, actually. Somehow, Sin Karma's pipes are going to connect and pick up Jay. Oh, but Shamu gets bodied by Banny. And we've got Donovan all the way behind, taking a 1v2. He's going to lose that. Rakuso picking up the frag. Froyotech a little bit split there as Dog gets in onto the combo, getting good damage onto high five, but doesn't clean anything up. Banny, however, finds the demo and rushes forward. Big ad here for Froyotech, TC.
It is going to be a big ad for them as we do have Banny bombing in, trying to get onto Dank, but maybe just ensuring his team even more player ad to work with as he does find Rakuso. We do have, a late bump from Crypt onto Zilly. That wasn't a drop. He had 99, so he couldn't even use it if he wanted to, but really great stuff from Crypt there. That is going to be another player falling. It's only going to be Sin Karma up and alive, but because Dank stayed alive, the respawners coming in now. They're going to have to defend. Rakuso with a nice shot onto Donovan. Probably is going to mean that they're going to be able to hold this Godfather and try and push out.
Yeah, I mean, Froyotech losing their bet there, absolutely terrible for morale. I mean, 99%, Zilly's got to be pretty peeved about that one. Dothogs, however, you know, feeling pretty good. 90% of their own now, trying to get out. Got to avoid these Logan traps. Going to Uber in pretty early. Sin Karma trying to farm up some damage, but he's getting farmed himself. He gets the flash. Banny gets a good rocket on him, but dies for it. Sin Karma now going to follow Logan on the other side of things. Gets run down by Shamu, and now Zilly. No escape for the medic. And is that a back cap happening?
That is a back cap. It was, I believe, maybe Donovan on the sniper. I'm not quite sure how he got there. It was either Donovan or Jay. Didn't quite see who, but good stuff from the Dothogs to clean it up regardless. And now they are going to be trying to take control on mid. It's only going to be Shamu with his medic for just right now, as now everyone else from the Dothogs comes in. Banny just ducking around, trying to see if he can get an errant rocket onto Dank, but it's not going to quite happen. They do have full ad, or not full ad, but a bit of ad to work with, as they are going to be trying to see if they can take this in onto second. They do have player head right now. Banny is down, so it looks like the Dothogs are trying to walk in through lower here.
Yeah, they can kind of just take a lot of space with this ad, but Froyotech waiting for them to overextend their medic. Grip goes down, so does Sin Karma. Donovan dies after the bomb, but it's 3 for 1, now 2, as Logan gets gunned down. Dank keeping his scouts alive best he can on the grass area. Gonna Uber in now as he takes some damage. Can they chase down Zilly? It doesn't look like these two scouts not mobile enough. Banny behind it saw High Five and Zilly just waiting to have that Uber. And this cap comes through, but advantage really still in the hands of Froyotech.
It is, and now they do have that big Uber ad, like you said. High five. Maybe trying to see if he can take it out through Bass, but just getting spammed out a little bit. They don't have Uber yet in the first place, so he's going to have to back up and wait for it. And now Froyotech are going to try to see if they can take this in. Obviously, they don't want to get back cap, so they want to make sure they lock down all these doorways, make sure no one on the Dothogs gets behind. So it looks like Crip was maybe trying to go some type of play through Cheese with Rakusa, but it's not going to quite happen. It does take a lot of damage, as now Froyotech try and push out. They are going to have to use from the bomb from Dog. It looks like Dank is going to be able to get out, so really good from the Dothogs. They only spent one and got the force from it. So now we're going to have a big Uber ad of their own, and now we're playing Leapfrog, but this time it's on second, which is obviously much more dangerous for Froyotech, because if they fail a push out of last, it's going to spell an end of a round.
Yeah, Dothogs could even things up here pretty quickly with a round take. Just got to get a good Uber when they go forward. Getting other players' shields up, get that overheal on as many people as possible before they work their way forward. Donovan forced back a bit. Here comes Crypt. Good damage. Dog tries to clean up on that, but doesn't find anything. Sin Karma dropped before this Uber can get anywhere. Jay finding that kill, and just like as fast as it started, this Dothogs Uber is going to end. Crypt dying as well. They get the cap TC, but it's absolutely not worth it unless they can find a Zilly frag.
Yeah, Rakuso in the backlines just trying to see if he can cause a bit of chaos. They do cap up the point, which is a little something for awful troubles, but it really started going wrong when Jay got that early pick onto Sin Karma and then stayed alive in the backline. So now Froyotech with Uber out of their own going to be able to try and work this on to mid. There's no scouts here either, so Dank has to play all the way back. He can't rely on scout speed to get him out, so it's only going to be a hiding Crypt. He does get the force, however, so really good stuff from him there. Only, again, losing one and getting the force, so that's going to stop Froyotech's momentum. They might have been able to take it all the way to last if that play hadn't worked, but now they are going to have Uber ad. That is going to be Dothogs, and they're going to be trying to take this in onto mid.
Yeah, Dothogs have to protect their medic here and keep the space out of Froyo's hands. Logan gets very weak there, has to find some heals as the rotation around here. Donovan picks up Dog before his death. Jay on a 5Ks, he gets Sin Karma. Rakusa very weak as well. Here's a bomb from Fanny doing his best, but he gets gunned down there by Shamu. Can't clean up on the damage. Dothogs have player ad, have Uber ad. Don't want to use here. They don't want double scout, but Logan deletes Shamu. And Dothogs, just like that, have to back away.
Yeah, they do have to back away. It looks like Froyotech maybe trying to see if they can get a little bit more as they're going in through it lower here, at least pressuring it somewhat. They are going to be sending in a soldier, flying in pretty deep, just drawing a few eyes, now recommitting. Gets a lot of damage and is going to get the Uber for Zilly is so far away. Really great stuff from Donovan, getting that one onto Dank. Dank going down so low there, so obviously he had to use no disrespect there. And now Froyotech, they got full Uber at trying to see where they can take it in and try and use for free or maybe get the most amount of kills as possible. Rakuso fighting in yard. He is going to be taken down. We do see a big bomb coming off, but it only really hits the scout. Silly is so far back and away. He didn't get hit by a single rocket. So now it is going to be Froyotech. They got big player ad and they got big Uber ad.
Fanny throwing a question mark in chat there. Bit of a beefed bomb. Here's the Froyotech group. They did lose high five early on, but playing this point right now, the labs coming in from Dothogs doing their best. There's so much point presence taken already by Froyotech, and now can just walk forward. This medic and soldier don't stand a chance. Froyotech up 2-0 after 11, and this is looking kind of out of control here for Dothogs.
It is looking a bit out of control. What they need is a good mid God buffer. A good mid to keep them in it. Last time they managed to keep Dank alive, so that was definitely a step in the right direction compared to the previous one, which was so dominant in the favor of Froyotech. But we are going to have to see if they can change things up because these Froyotech bombs have been doing so much work for them. We're going to see if the Dothogs have something to say about it.
Yeah, we're in on another Uber. Very aggressive soldier play from the Dothogs, and immediately say something to do about it. They pick up Zilly. Dank now has to stay alive, escaping through Saw. The two scouts in hot pursuit. Oh, and no, Dank keeps the movement, and now he's stuck in a corner. Dank throws his life away with a mistimed jump, and dang, he has not living that one down.
Control point is being contested.
Yeah, that's so unfortunate. I mean, that's a pretty tricky one to try and climb there, especially if you're kind of looking backwards like Dank was, but really great stuff from Froyotech to be on the aggressive pursuit there. Crypt getting onto Logan is actually going to enable Greasy Dothogs to try and refight this. They do get the cap that is Froyotech, so they are going to have the faster spawners here. Banny looking like he's trying to push in through kitchen, going all the way behind here, maybe trying to start a back cap and maybe cause a bit of chaos right now. He is going to be getting 2v1 by Crypt and Shamu, but they are going to take him down as now Froyotech maybe have to back out. Yes, Jay going down as well is going to call them to get all the way back to their second, losing high five as well, and now Paul Dot going down, so maybe that might stop Greasy Dothogs from pushing, but they are going to be trying to peek here just to see if they can get in for free, which it looks like they are, as Sin Karma does bomb in really deep. We do see a bomb out attempt from the side of Donovan. Is not going to find much of anything, going to be taking down some nice sticks from Sin Karma, so they are going to be able to get second. Ubers are basically going to even up here, with Rakuso going down with a forced attempt onto Zilly.
Yeah, now Froyotech on the back foot for once here. Haven't seen too much of their defense. Dothogs have the even Uber situation. Jay coming up on Sniper. What do you think, TC? Yes or no? Does he find a pick right here?
I think he can definitely do it. He's got the angle right now. He's just going to have to try and connect the shot. They should know. I think they did spot him as the escaping soldiers try and get out. He does do a little body shot onto one of his soldiers in Cheese. Now trying to see if he can get anything through that Bats area. It does go down extremely low. Now trying to snipe the stickies off of Cheese, but Froyotech have a bit of ground off of that sniper play. They're trying to see if they can peek anything, maybe send in a soldier or get Jay in for a hero shot, but it's not going to quite work out. So they're just going to be content to go back. They are obviously up 2 rounds, so they really don't have to do anything. They can play the slow play to their own pace, really make it on the Dothogs to try and do something, cause them to force the error, and then they can just capitalize off of it later.
Yeah, and Jay finds the frag onto Rakuso, rounding the corner. Unfortunately, he didn't find one sooner, I was going to say, but now makes up for it with a nice shot. And that is 2 down for Dothogs, so a sack opportunity. Benny goes in, Donovan cleans up Sin Karma. Jay looking for the air shot, doesn't quite get it, misses it again. But it doesn't matter, down goes the soldier, and Dothogs have to back out here, TC. This is all worthwhile for Jay, it seems. He's sticking on it.
Yeah, it is working. I mean, if you can hit the shot, Sniper is one of the most good classes in the game. So, you know, if he's feeling himself, he can definitely make a lot from it. So he's going to be sticking on the Sniper as the Greasy Dothogs look like they want to take a lot of presence by Saw. Sending in their Soldier and Shamu as well. They do a lot of damage, but they are going to be able to take down one on the Banny who tried to bomb into the Saw area. Donovan as well does go down as Froyotech are pressuring this pretty heavily, but they're kind of bleeding a few players, so they're going to have to back up, make sure they all clump up together. They don't have an additional scout to help them here. It is only going to be Jay up on Sniper, so as it looks like he does go back, allowing the soldiers to bomb in for free. They get a nice Uber Force out onto Zilly. Jay getting a nice body shot off on the Crypt. So now, as the escaping Froyotech players try and leave, it is going to be Zilly going down. High five winning his one against Rakuso. There's a lot of players scattered all around. Can they get onto Dank? It is going to be Banny doing a lot of damage. He does get it. Logan with another kill onto Paul Dog. It's only going to be Shamu up and alive, just trying to dodge around the rockets and damage, but he is going to go down.
Jay now taking this time to get very far forward as Froyotech get in onto the mid. And, oh, Jay, if you can find this shot. Oh, it's too easy. Rakuzo standing in the spawn door there. He's going to get quick scoped. And Jay just doing so much work on Sniper there. I don't know if that was just AFK or Rakuzo thought he should leave the door open or something silly, but Jay's now re-peeking the same angle. Should have been spotted there by the demo. Rotating under. It's really just Jay's game right now, trying to figure out what the next victim will look like. Shamu trying to get some damage in. Paul Dog was a nice target. Crypt is up on Sniper. Yes, it's happening. Both missing their shots.
Yeah,
oh,
Banny,
and
oh my
Jay's gonna get the
Banny.
kill onto Crypt, and Banny kills Dank. So Froyotech firmly in the driver's seat. Oh no, but Rakuso with a salvage.
Yeah, Rakuso with a much-needed salvage for the Greasy Dothogs, because otherwise that was looking like a definite round loss for them. Now they maybe have a chance here as Froyotech. They want to maybe try and take this player ad, but the good focus fire from the side of the Dothogs are going to stop Donovan from entering, so everyone else on Froyotech is just going to back up. Jay takes down Shamu with another nice body shot. He's on a 6K right now on the sniping class, and he's definitely been doing a lot of work with it. So the Greasy Dothogs are just going to have to be content on their last. Ubers are even because of that great play from Rakuso, so we're not in too much immediate danger, but Froyotech have been so good at pressuring these doorways that they still, even in this kind of even scenario, Godfather, they still have to be on their toes.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like Jay can't quite find the shot as he does the wide peek. Just reminded, last night, weren't we still on map number 1 at this point?
I think so.
Yeah, so Froyotech certainly making this a bit more of a quicker paced matchup than Dothogs had against the Covenant, but opting for the Sniper here, certainly a slower change. Here's the Uber from the red team trying to bust out. Don't know if he got forced or not, but it looks like Dank's full health, so I think it was just a very aggressive play, and it's certainly going to fail as Froyotech keeps their Uber, now has this player ad in TC. They're probably going to push in real soon.
Yeah, they are. That was maybe a mistimed Uber call. Maybe he thought they were a bit closer than they actually were, as now Logan bombs in, takes down the gun, trying to lock down the left shutter with the rest of his team. Everyone else on the side of Greasy Dothogs going to rotate around through. They are going to be able to take down Donovan, and Ubers has been expended, so this is definitely holdable for them as they all just stay alive and call the focus by really great damage onto the point from Sin Karma as well. Now, it's going to be bombing, trying to get onto Zilly, who's just trying to stay alive, should fall here. He's at like 1 hit point. Does eventually fall, but a nice headshot from Jay, another nice body shot onto Rakuso, and now this point is still wide open for Freud. Oh, Crypt takes him down, but still Jay taking 2, and that might stop.
Man.
Yeah.
8K out of Jay, but will not be enough to cap this point up. Dothogs somehow hold that onslaught off. Crypt very weak now. He's probably going to go down. Yeah, Banny. A good bomb there. He'll die for it, but now opening things up for the rest of his team. Oh, the air shot from Donovan picks up Sin Karma. That's 2 down for both sides, TZ.
That is 2 down. Is now Froyotech. They want to just try and take this fight. They do have the player ad to work with it. Really great stuff from them now. High five on the chase, recognizing it's only these 2 players up and alive. They do have a spawner in the side of Crypt, but he's all the way back at last. Finally, they meet up with him. Froyotech just rolling on through. They still had control of second, so they don't have to worry about capping it up. Is now they're taking a lot of space on the left side. Sin Karma goes down, so they don't have to worry about any sticky trap. Now a big soldier bomb. Banny, but Uber is used from the side of Dank. They're just going to see if they can get any players. They do get one onto Logan. Jay is still jumping around, staying alive for so long. He does take down Dog, and now Froyotech are going to try and recollapse here.
Oh, good point presence by High Five, and no one can touch from Dothogs. ×2 gets through the Snakewater last cap so quickly, and that is Froyotech up 3-0 with 10 left to go in map number 2. So Dothogs really need to have a turnaround here. Froyotech just 2 rounds away from sealing the deal.
Yeah, they had a little bit of a better mid that last time, but Froyotech have just been a lot better in these team fights, especially at just making sure that every trade seems to go their way, getting a lot of damage off onto them. So we do see Donovan going in super deep, just trying to draw eyes. Both of the soldiers managed to stay alive there somehow. Zilly does go down.
Tall Dog with a big bomb, but now Penny gets in onto Dank. Also, Sin Karma is using Lock and Load Quickie Bomb Launcher. Complete non-meta loadout right now, everybody, and still somehow putting out the damage as Froyotech going to win this mid pretty handedly. That's Shamu going down, full wipe. Froyotech looking to keep this one rolling.
Yeah, if you're the Dothogs, you really have to stop Donovan and Banny from getting behind there, because every time they bomb, either they land onto Dank, but more importantly, they manage to stay alive, and then at that point, you're just looking in every single direction. You can't really focus on the players in front because you got to be worried about the players coming in from behind, and Froyotech just collapse on them every single time. So they got to stop these soldiers from getting in behind if you're the Greasy Dothogs. Easier said than done, obviously, but that is definitely the key if you want to try and hold on to these mids. Luckily, they were able to get onto Dank, onto Zilly early on, but Jay is up on Sniper, so we're going to have to worry about his sniper rifle.
Yeah, Jay, so deadly on this off class. I'm going to swap to his POV, match what Dolphin is seeing. He's got this nice window peek right now, waiting for anyone to be foolish enough to go in his line of sight. Looking around right now, has to be careful though. Easy to rush down a sniper in this spot if he's not watching his side. Just still waiting. It's such a methodical playstyle from Jay, but often picks up a frag. He's going to rotate lower here, TC, and see if he finds anything.
Yeah, he is going to rotate lower. I think they should know there's a sniper. I think someone probably spotted him, but we're just going to be playing fairly safe regardless because he's already been on Sniper once. So they have to be a little bit paranoid because Froyotech is taking so long to do something at this moment. Maybe they think there might even be a spy up on the field just because they haven't sacked anyone yet, and there's already been a minute 20 on the round timer expended. So they just got to be making sure that everything is good. They don't get too antsy. They don't give Froyotech any free opportunities to try and convert this point in their favors. Now Froyotech, Banny does a lot of damage and takes down Shamu. It doesn't even die.
Oh, Jay's gonna eat Sin Karma's damage and go down, but had a good angle there. Donovan on the flank getting damage onto Tank. Will crater though, and that is head to the Uber. Popped by Dothogs. Now Froyotech trying to kite this as best they can. Going to drop high five there, and now use just on the demo a good bomb coming from Banny. He'll get the flash to stay alive. Now trying to take this back in aggressive onto the demo. Getting some damage, but meleeing Sin Karma down, and Banny actually dying to Dank's arrow there. So a very scrappy, very sloppy fight unfolding, TC.
Yes, very scrappy, but it looks like it is Froyotech's in Froyotech's favor, as now they're bombing in here, doing a lot of damage, managing to catch out Shamu, who wasn't just able to get into lobby there, had to fall down. As now Froyotech, they're on the attack. Ubers are even, but they have the player ad and the momentum, so Donovan does bomb in for lower, trying to see if he can maybe make up a little bit of space for his team, but now it looks like Greasy Dothogs are back up. They got the defense mounted. We might have to wait for Shamu to get up onto the sentry gun. Is what I'm expecting. Yeah, he does go up onto it now as Froyotech. It is even Ubers, but we've seen so many times, Godfather, Froyotech have been able to just get out of these even Uber scenarios and make sure it's always in their favor.
Yeah, Froyotech really unique in their ability to successfully play aggressively. Jay will pick up Crypt there, just an attack of opportunity almost, finding the frags when you can. Donovan almost gets one more there, but no gun left, so no off classes right now for Dothogs. Banny very weak underneath, going to go down to Sin Karma, and now the aggression on the right side getting pushed back by the soldier bombs from Dothogs, getting Crypt very weak. Sin Karma also going to fall. Uber out for the red team as they try to clean up frags, but pushing out here going to be very dangerous for the Dothogs.
It is going to be extremely dangerous, especially because they don't have a demo up and alive. Ideally, they maybe want to try and force Zilly here. I think they realize that the cap is out of question. If they can force Zilly, then maybe they might be able to recover on their last, but they're not going to be able to do that as now they head all the way back. They've been able to hold a full Uber ad push last time, but that time they did have their demo up and alive. Sin Karma falling so early is not going to make things any easier as now Froyotech bomb in with their Uber. They are going to be able to take down Crypt. They do lose Donovan because of it. 1-for-1 is now the Uber has bended. Now this is an opportunity for the Dothogs to maybe try and get back in here. Froyotech trying to play the cap a little bit. Bandy getting a nice kill on the Rakuso. So much damage to the players onto the point. It's just going to be easy for them to spam them all down. It's only going to be Sin Karma and his medic up and alive. He's trying to do as much damage as possible, but it's not going to be enough. Froyotech 4-0.
Yeah, one away here from clean sweeping the Greasy Dothogs in this upper finals. We were hoping to see a bit closer of a matchup, of course, but Froyotech just been dominant on all of these mid fights and all of these team fights. TC, take us through what might be our last mid.
It might be our last mid if the Froyotech soldiers can do what they've been doing and get in behind with their bomb. We're gonna have to see if maybe the Dothogs can shut them down, as we do see Bandy going in deep. Oh my god, Donovan onto Dank in the air. Really great shot from him, taking him down. They do manage to kill both the soldiers this time, but not before they lose their medics. And now the Dothogs in an awkward position. They do have a player ad right now, so they should be able to get some point time onto it. They're doing good to focus Logan out of there, taking down, but with Crypt going down, that's gonna mean Froyotech are going to be able to get back in here onto the mid. Rakuso as well falling, so now it's only going to be a few players up and alive. Jay doing so much work. Jay with another pistol kill down on the Paul Dog. The man is insane. 81 points in the server.
Oh, no, he's going to pick up the pack and get help from his scout. As Jay guns down in a drive-by shooting by Shamu. A drive-by Shamuing? Sorry. Ignore me, as Froyotech takes a lot of space here. Getting good damage onto Crypt as well. But Dothogs take that point and get back in. Sorry, Froyotech takes that point and gets back in.
Yes, they do manage to get that mid, and looks like they're going to be trying to get on to second. Just so much damage. The scouts just running in, cleaning up Rakuso and Crypt. Now they're falling. Now it's going to be big Uber ad for Froyotech to use. This might be the game unless the Dothogs can try and do something about it. They got a lot that they need to try and do here. They are kind of close to Uber, so if they can delay for just a little bit, they might be able to get. But now Froyotech using in.
Using in, Paul Dog tries to delay. No one really pressuring the point quite yet. Going for frags instead and finding them. Sin Karma and Paul Dog both down. Now Logan playing the point a little bit. High five gets taken out. Dothogs have the Zuber to work with. Silly running away. Jay going down. Silly has no beam target right now at all. Donovan looking for a salvage, trying to get in. He gets Rakuso somehow. But Silly's going to get chased down by Shamu way deep onto grass. And that is a team wipe in favor of Dothogs staying alive here.
That is a team wipe for them. So they still are technically in this, because after this we are going to be going into continuous overtime in about 2 minutes. So even if you're looking at the round time and you're like, oh no, there's not enough time for them, there is still enough time. So there's still incentive for them to try and play this out. They are going to have to get 5 rounds though, because Froyotech already got 4. So it is going to have to be basically a 5-0 wipe. But with Crypt and Dank both going down, oh my god, Jay getting a snipe on the Shamu. It's not being really good for them. Yeah, Zilly is taken down though, so a bit of a silver lining for them, but losing everyone for just the med is not really what you want to do. As Rakuso now in a bit of a oh my Jay.
Oh my Jay. Quote that. Quote that. Write that down. Shabu says get a job in chat, which I think is pretty powerful to say. Froyotech, get that cap in and looking to secure this one 5-0. Don't have any ad to work with, but again, they've been so good at fighting dry. And no way, I'm seeing Banny say, let's drag this out a bit longer, eh? And Sin Karma says, okay then. Spawning Enchi, says Banny. But, I think that's just a bit of banter.
Yeah, I think it is a bit of banter. We have seen NG on Snakewater mid before, if anyone remembers Rando. We do see a bit of aggression. They actually get onto Zilly. I'm not quite sure if that was just maybe a bit of feed theory from the Dothogs, but it ends up working out. However, High Five, he's on the point, just trying to distract. We do see a big bomb coming in from Banny as he is going to go down. Now there is one soldier up on the point. This is going to be Donovan. He does take down one, but it's not going to be enough to secure his team the point or the round win. High Five just trying to stay alive, not doing enough. Logan is going to bomb out of here and meet back up with his team. Jay is still up on the sniper. He's got an angle onto Bats. And you know, one of my favorite things about Jay is he's got merch on the RGL store. Check it out just in case you see his awesome performance today. You might be able to get up some merch that supports him, the player. Also check out the other stuff as well. But this is an opportunity for the Dothogs to maybe try and get into this match as they have full Uber ad here, Godfather.
Yep, they are going to use this and try to get forward on their demo, but Sin Karma beefing that jump. Donovan very weak, going to get chased down. Eventually, Sin Karma does get in, pick up his third kill. And Paul Dog looking to jump through this window, getting behind. He's on to Jay. Jay getting out the window with Raider. Oh, Banny beautifully times. Rocket in. Picks up the kill onto Paul Dog. So Dothogs now in this overtime situation, need to stay in control here. Fanny sadly didn't come up, Enchi, but the game shall continue nonetheless.
It will continue as now Froyotech, with the momentum, they got the big Uber ad, and now they're looking to see if they can take it all the way to last. Looks like they're peeking towards Saw. There are a few players still in this cheese area. It is going to be Crypt. Maybe try and see if he can go for a flank right now. They haven't spotted him just quite yet, as now he is going to be trying to make his move on the point, trying to see if he can block it just a little bit, but he's got to fight off two players, which is going to be a bit more to ask him than he can possibly do. So now with Crypt going down,
Billy launched into the skybox all the way up to the crane. The Uber effectively stuffed there. High Five will find Paul Dog, but wow, what an unfortunate bit of source physics there for the medic. Silly getting all the way up into the skybox there. The Uber basically useless. Now Dothogs, while they're on their back foot, still have this Uber.
Yeah, they are, and they've been able to push out before, but you've always got to worry about maybe a back cap, maybe just a spy if Froyotech feels so inclined. They don't have one on the field, but if you're Dothogs, you don't know if they use the Uber.
Paul Dog checked there for off classes. The Uber coming in for that team, not finding much of anything, and Sin Karma is going to get gunned down there in lower, separated from his medic. Now Dang, all alone to be run at and killed. Froyotech just Crypt alive in the driver's seat. 90% Crypt falls, and this will almost certainly be a 5-0 for Froyotech. 2 maps to 0. GG's in chat.
Yeah, that is going to be a 5-0 for Froyotech, taking it extremely clean tonight, not dropping a single round in either product or Snakewater, definitely showing their dominance as it's been pretty well displayed all throughout the season. Not stopping here, full steam ahead for them. They're going to be going into the Group A Grand Finals. It is not the actual season Grand Finals, just the Grand Finals for Group A, and a few more matches to try and see who's going to lead them there. They are going to be playing for the top 2 spots in actual playoffs, first and second seed. But overall, amazing stuff from Froyotech. They had an amazing night tonight as I'm going to be taking a little look at the logs. Logan, oh my, Logan, he had
Dolphin, I
4...
think the music's on.
Oh? Oh, no worries. For Logan, though, 33-7. Do you see that?
Maybe just like say everything you just said one more time because we had music on the stream, so I don't think people heard you at all.
That is okay. Just to recap, Froyotech winning means they're going to be going into the Group A Grand Finals, where they're going to have to play against someone we don't quite know yet, where they are going to play for the first and second seed in actual playoffs. But looking at the logs, Godfather, I just got to reiterate, Logan, 33 and 7, 414 damage. That is 100 more than anyone else in the server, more than 100 more than anyone else in the server. The only person who kind of comes close is Jay at 283, who also had an amazing game, 40 and 14. These players going massive for Froyotech. When you look at why the Dothogs lost, sure, it was definitely the soldier play from Banny and Donovan doing a lot of work on those mids, just staying alive, but a lot of it has to be the damage from Logan and Jay, just cleaning up kills after kills and doing so much for their team. If you got to talk about my MVP for the match, it would have to be Logan. He went huge on product and he went huge on Snakewater again.
Yeah, I mean, 33 kills, 40 from Jay. I mean, you pointed that out, but god darn, that is a lot of frags coming in from such a talented scout, not soldier. I mean, he's a good soldier as well, but best known for his scout, and also coming up on sniper. No NG from Benny, so I guess it was just banter in the end. But yeah, what an absolute shutdown from Froyotech. 4-0 map 1, 5-0 map number 2, 137 kills to 89 kills and 8,000 more damage. They were in control almost the entire time there, TC. Just real dominance from Froyotech again.
Yeah, really, really great stuff for them. Aside that we didn't get to see Sultry, always like to see some of those newer maps played, but Froyotech shutting them out extremely efficiently there. And so that means that they are going to be going into that grand finals for Group A bracket match. So exciting stuff for them. I don't think we have any interviews, but with that being said, the RGL Discord, join it. We got a lot of great helpful stuff for you guys. You can find teams, players, resources to help you on your TF2 competitive journey, as well as RGL plugs, both in Discord and coming soon your way in the near-ish future TM. But still always join that so you can stay up to date in the TF2 competitive community. But I think aside from that, unless you have any shout-outs, Godfather.
Oh no, you gotta do shoutouts first.
All right.
It's tradition. You gotta go first.
All right. Shout-outs to the players playing without them. There'd be no match to cast. Shout-outs to you, Godfather. Always great to cast with you. Shout-outs to Dolphin for doing all the production and all the things behind the scenes. Shout-outs to you guys for watching as well. It makes it all worth it. And yeah, I think that's it for me.
Absolutely. From me, shout out again to players, teams, everyone for watching. UTC, Dolphin, of course. My team, Clearest Comms. The comeback is real. And everyone who subscribed tonight, we appreciate it a lot. With that, ladies and gentlemen, this was Froyotech winning 2-0, not dropping a round over the Greasy Dothogs in this upper finals for Group A. We'll be back soon for more Sixes coverage. Have a great night.
Good night.